Hey, seventh graders, we're back. This is 2.4, example 3. And now there's some tricks that you can have up your sleeve that you can use, but you don't have to use. So if it's super confusing, just remember when you do multiplication, you can multiply in any order. You can move these all around, even though there's parentheses here. These are brackets because there's parentheses inside there. That's a lot of stuff to remember. You can rearrange these and multiply in any order you want, as long as it's all multiplication. So you can see that -7 and -1/7 would be pretty easy to multiply. So what they did was the properties of multiplication. They used a commutative property of multiplication. So what they did was they just moved the -7 next to the 1/7, and then took away the parentheses, because the parentheses, when you multiply all the numbers, you can do it in any order you want. Okay, so associative property tells us that we can move these around however we want. And it's nice to multiply 1/7 and 7. So that's why they did that. Now, you don't have to. You can still multiply these two inside the parentheses and then multiply times 1/7. You will still get the same answer. But this is a little trick if you want to. Don't have to. Now, you end up with -7 on the top and put a 1 on the bottom so you can multiply. So 7 over 1, and you end up with 7 over 7, which is 1, right? And they're both negative, so your answer becomes positive, okay? And so now I have 1 times 4/5, and what is anything times 1 is itself. So 1 times 4/5 is 4/5. That's the multiplication property of 1. So 4/5 is your answer. Now, if that's a lot of stuff to remember, flipping stuff around, moving it, you can, by all means, please just do 4/5 times -7, and then take your answer from that, because you did parentheses first, times -1/7, and you will still get 4 over 5. Okay? Let's take a look at another one here. We have 3 numbers now, again. And again, you don't have to rearrange anything. You can just go left to right. If it's easier
Find
for
10
you, but you
thirds
do need to
times
change this
-3
into
and
an
3
improper
fifths
fraction,
times
right? So let's
-3.
see how they do it.
To solve this problem, you first want to rewrite -3 and 3 fifths as an improper fraction. -3 and 3 fifths as an improper fraction is -18 fifths. Now you want to use the commutative property of multiplication to rewrite the product so that it is easier to find. Rewrite the product as 10 thirds times -3 times -18 fifths. Then 10 thirds times -3 is -10. So you have -10 times -18 fifths, which equals 180 divided by 5. You can factor 180 into 36 times 5. Then dividing out the common factor of 5, you are left with 36 over 1, or 36. So 10 thirds times -3 and 3 fifths times -3 equals 36.
Okay, so she went super fast. Let me break it down real quick. So this, you make it -3 over 1. And if you do it the long way without canceling anything out, it would be 10 times 3 is 30. 3 times 1 is 3. So 30 over 3, you divide and you end up with 10. So that went really fast. If you're not sure, this one also, you don't have to factor this out. You can just do 180 divided by 5 and you get 36. Okay? So a lot of stuff there. She went really fast, but if you have questions, bring it to the Google Meet. Okay? And let's take a look at some on your own. I want you to try these. So give these a shot. Remember, you're not going to divide. You're going to flip and multiply. Don't lose your negatives here. That becomes positive, stays negative. So try these out. Go ahead and pause your video. 1, 2, 3, pause. And make sure you show your work. And now that you're back, let's take a look at the answers. And if you're not sure how we got any of those, bring your questions.